Psalm 1 verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. In this verse, the psalmist begins by emphasizing the blessings that come to a person who avoids certain negative influences. The man mentioned here refers to a person in a general sense. This person is considered blessed if they do not seek advice or guidance from those who are ungodly, do not adopt the lifestyle or path of sinners, and do not join in the company of those who mock or scorn righteousness. Verse 2. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. The blessed person's focus is on the teachings and commandments of the Lord. They find joy and satisfaction in studying and reflecting on God's law. The phrase day and night indicates a continuous and dedicated engagement with God's teachings. Verse 3. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Here, the psalmist uses the metaphor of a tree to illustrate the outcomes of a person who delights in God's law. Just as a tree planted by a constant water source thrives and bears fruit in due season, the person who immerses themselves in God's teachings will experience spiritual growth and fruitful actions. This person's vitality and success will be sustained. Verse 4. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. In contrast to the blessed person, the ungodly are likened to chaff, which is the husk or outer covering of grains that is easily blown away by the wind. This symbolizes their lack of stability and permanence, contrasting with the rooted and fruitful state of the blessed individual. Verse 5. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. This verse suggests that the ungodly will not be able to withstand the judgment of God, and sinners will not be counted among the righteous in the assembly of the faithful. It emphasizes the distinction between those who follow God's ways and those who do not. Verse 6. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. The final verse reinforces the idea that God watches over and is aware of the path taken by the righteous. On the other hand, the path of the ungodly leads to destruction and is ultimately unsustainable. In summary, Psalm 1 highlights the contrast between those who delight in God's teachings and those who choose to follow ungodly ways. It underscores the blessings and spiritual growth that come from aligning with God's principles and warns about the fate of those who do not.